Good morning. Fearless Morning Show. How everybody doing this morning? Hope everybody's doing great. Today is Thursday. Hope everybody had a great Wednesday. And that for your fearless thought of the day, you actually put some of those things into action. Able to do some things. Wait. Good morning, Lynn. I was thinking, I'm waiting for my fearless co-host to join me.
Girl, I feel like Martin Lawrence this morning. So what's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up, Lynn?
I don't know what's going on with me, girl. I get these crazy moods sometimes. So it is what it is, right? We gonna roll.
Yeah, that's all right. They good moves. That's all that matters. We feel good. That is all that matters, honey.
So I'm having an issue with Facebook this morning. And the past couple of mornings because it doesn't give me the option to share this video.
Wow.
So at the bottom, you have the option to share. It doesn't even give me the option to share. I must share too much, and it's got me on block for now. But that's
they probably have you on lockdown.
Right, exactly. I'm blocked for now, but that's okay. That's fine. Facebook, I will still be great regardless of what your algorithms are doing today.
We still going to be great all day long.
Absolutely.
All day long, I'm going to be great.
Yes, and yes.
How was your yesterday?
Oh, what happened yesterday? Yesterday was Hump Day Wednesday. It went very well. I've been doing some interesting things. I'm excited about some things we have coming out that we're pulling together, doing some good work. So behind the scenes, I'm really excited about some great opportunities too. And I also shared with you the Born to Lead 2018 application. And then for anyone that's listening in, if you want to join Born to Lead 2018, it's a leadership group for women. Just follow up with either one of us and we can get some information over to you. Right. But yeah, Wednesday was wonderful. It was a wonderful Wednesday. Let's just leave it at that. Right? Let's leave it at that. We got a lot of things done and we're going to keep on doing that. So you ready for the quote of the day?
I'm ready, girl.
Girl, all right. I'm trying to keep to this motto because every morning we've been going over. We said this is supposed to be 15 minutes, and we do like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. We're really gonna try to hone this thing in to 15 minutes, and if we don't get it here, we're going on vacation. What, next week, right, JoJo?
Yes.
We're going on vacation after next Wednesday until the new year. So we're going to make sure we hone it in to 15 minutes as opposed to taking it long all day long. So what's the Fearless Morning quote of the day? Our quote for today is, our greatest fear is not that we're inadequate, but
that's on my refrigerator.
But our greatest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure. Nelson Mandela. Your greatest fear is not that we are inadequate, guys. I'm sorry, I got something in my eye. But our greatest
fear all right, honey. You not be digging at mine water all morning.
We're powerful beyond measure. That's from Nelson Mandela. So why did I think of this morning? This is Thankful Thursday, right? And we want you all to be thankful. Good morning, guys. Good morning. But what we're saying today ultimately is changing the way we think, right? If we change the way we think, there are certain things that you have to do. And we talk about this often, but I think that there's some good nuggets that we can also add to that. What I want to say to you today, and I have my notes in front of me. I always have my notes because I write down these things and I'm like, yes, I got to share this. But you have to identify who your allies are. Who are those people that care, those people who are enthusiastic about life, those people who are going to be there for you when the going gets tough, right? And it won't always be your family, right? Now we'll say some of our family members will go hard for us. Yes, they will. However, some of them will not. So you need to identify who those people are. See, it's good when you're in those good moods like I am. I was in my Martin Lawrence mood this morning when I came on, right? I was in my good mood. It's good when you're in those spaces, but you're not always in that space. There's always something that's going to come in. There's always something that's coming. In the way that I was brought up, I feel like there are attacks, right?
Right.
Because there are attacks that are coming on your life. And the way that I say this, and my belief is simply this: is you're so close to your next, and you're being attacked on every side. So you got to identify who those people are, right? Who are those people that are going to be there for you, so that you don't have to live in the fear of being inadequate, but understanding that you are powerful, that you're more powerful beyond measure. So changing the root of our thought process, and using those thoughts that are going to empower us. So one of the things that JoJo, that you shared too, were what are those affirmations that you say to yourself? And I remember when we did the live event, which was so powerful, and you gave everyone those mirrors, and you told the ladies to actually look at themselves, and you gave them 3 things to say. What were those things you told them to say?
I look good, I feel good, I am good, honey.
Absolutely, right? And then you said, and to look around the room. I'm in the back of the room, and I'm looking around the room as these ladies are looking at themselves in the mirrors. And you can see immediately the change on their faces, right? When they said those things, when they made those affirmations, you could see it immediately. You could see it was as if the room lightened or brightened up in that moment.
Everybody was giggling
when they said that to themselves in the mirror. So it's the small things, guys. So how do you move this? How do you make those changes in your thinking? The number one thing I want to say to you is to go ahead and list your own affirmations. What are those things that you want to say to yourself, right? What are those things that are going to get past this fear, this inadequate feeling, to this place of empowerment? See, I have some affirmations that I say to myself, but I want to say to you, make your own list. What are those things that empower you? Once you make that list, you incorporate that into how you think, and you say that to yourself on a regular basis. Yes, we receive energy through our eyes, Tashana. That is absolutely, that is profound. You have to make sure that you say these things to yourself. So this gets rid of that irrational thinking, right? That we tend to have those negative limiting beliefs that we put upon ourselves, right? In our own minds. And this is the thing, guys, don't let the inner me be your greatest enemy.
That's right.
We got to move
Good morning,
past
Joe.
that. So when we talk about that, and I'll tell you guys what helped me, what were some of those things I had to do. And it's not that I had to do, it's that I have to do. Because things come at you all the time, from every way, from up, down, sideways, on the back. It doesn't matter. Something is always coming at you. But the thing that I say to myself, and guys, and I always go back to my roots. But I am the righteousness of God. I walk by faith and not by sight. The favor of God is upon me today. I have more than enough in Jesus' name. I am a lender and not a borrower. See, guys, I go back to the number one book that we told you need to go back to. That's our quote for today. I'm sorry, guys, but sometimes our emotions, the things in our mind, get in our way. And if you don't get control of your emotions, guys, it's your emotions. It's like getting into a car and trying to drive and there's no steering wheel. You're going to go all over the road. You have no control. You're going to hit things, bump over things. All of these things are going to continue to happen to you until you grab a hold. Whoa, now you better catch that. Until you grab a hold of the steering wheel.
Amen.
Lord have mercy. Let me leave this quote alone. This quote got me over here.
And that, my friends, is why we start the Fearless Morning Show with a quote every single morning, because those quotes will get you going. And some people say it doesn't take all of that. It may not. But if you read one that speaks to your soul, I promise you, they're all over my walls. They're on that back thing back there. They're on my refrigerator. On my refrigerator, it says, today is the day you get to begin your destiny. And then the next one beside it is, today is the day you get to fulfill your destiny. My children see it every day. They may hate to see it, but I can say, what does the refrigerator say? And they can repeat it, because every time they open it, they having to read it. Right. Every single time. And when you start to see it every day, your mind recalls it every day.
And then when you're in a situation you can't control it, you don't understand, your brain, which is more powerful than your mind, will make those things come into remembrance so that you can overcome what you're thinking.
Yes.
I'm telling you. All right, Lynn, you go ahead and do your money moment, and I'll finish up with them for this morning.
All right, our Fearless Financial Minute, guys. I said I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to keep it short and simple again this morning. I'm going to kiss it. So what have we been talking about? We've been talking about facing our finances, right? And the thing I want to say to you, first and foremost, is you can't change what you can't face, and you can't face what you don't know. Let me say that again. You can't change what you don't face, and you can't face what you don't know.
That's right.
If you don't know where your money is going, if you don't know that you have, how in the world did I get to this point that I have more week than I do money, or more month than I have money, or whatever the case may be, then ultimately there are some things that need to change. There are some things that need to be done to move you to the next level. You must face it. You must know the numbers. And a lot of times we're quick to say, oh, I don't do well with math, and oh, I don't have time for this. But if you don't know the numbers, how are you going to do anything about it? How are you going to change it? If you don't know those expenses that are going out and what's coming in, and what are you doing to develop what we call your financial confidence, right? Right. Essentially, that's what it all boils down to, developing your financial confidence. So in facing your finances, we started it off this morning. The number one thing is your financial psychology. That's your mindset. How are you thinking about your finances? That's the F. The A is accountability, right? You have to be accountable to not only yourself and your money, right? But to your family, to your children, whomever you're supporting. There's an accountability part there. But if we're not paying attention to where our dollars are going, how are we holding ourselves accountable? See, no one's holding you accountable to get to that job on time, to clock in on time, to be at your desk on time, to be there every day in the way that you're supposed to be. No one has to tell you to do that, because you know, if I don't show up, right, I don't get getting paid at the end of the 2 weeks, or the end of the month, or whatever the case may be. No one has to hold you accountable for that. But why do you not hold yourself accountable for the money that's coming into your household, that you need to take care of your family, that you need to keep the car in your driveway, that you need to keep a roof over your head, that you need, right? These are things you need to do. Because we are
reactive instead of proactive.
Exactly. So why are we continuing to do this to ourselves? Why are we continuing to not live past this crazy, if you will? Why are we continuing? And we're putting all of this on ourselves, guys, when there are simple steps that we can now do. And I know you hate the B word, budget. You thought I was going to say something else, huh? The other B word. No, not today. I know you hate the B word, the budget. So call it a P word. Call it a plan. Right?
That's right.
Plan it out.
And that's what I did.
Exactly. Yeah. Give yourself the opportunity, develop the capacity now that you can make sure that you are accountable and taking care of your family. So we face it. You have to have your financial psychology in order. You have to have your money mindset. You got to get your mind right, right? Then you got to have accountability. That's the A in face it. The C in face it is consistency. You have to do this on a regular basis. It's not one and done. You have to stay on top of this on a regular basis until you get it developed as a habit. Once it becomes a habit, then you don't have to think about it anymore. You automatically do those things, right? You automatically set the alarm clock on your phone, or you have it set up already to wake you up every morning. Those things are automatic. You automatically know how to tie your shoes when you put on your tennis shoes. No one has to tell you how to do that over and over, right? It's right. You have it memorized. You don't even have to think about it. You know how to type things out on the computer. You know ASDF, JKL, semicolon. That's home row on the keyboard. You know that, right? No one has to remind you that. That's ingrained in your memory because it's a habit. Then why are we not developing these same habits in our finances, right? Consistency is key. If we consistently look at the things that are tough for us, they no longer become tough for us. right? They no longer become a barrier for us. They no longer challenge us. Once we identify, yes, I'm working for my money, but I need to make my money, keep my money, and grow my money, right? That's the piece that we're missing. We make our money, we keep our money, we grow our money. So then how do we move to that level? The last part of facing your finances is E. You got to educate yourself, right?
Yep.
Educate yourself so that you know those things that you need to do. You know how to make your money. We're working on you keeping your money, but do you know how to grow your money? As we think through all of these things, what are the things that we need to do? Guys, did you know that there are 4 different asset classes out there for investing in the markets? There's tons of information out there. Everybody knows about stocks, yes? Right? But what about options? Do you know about options? Do you know about Forex? Do you know about futures? And in knowing about them, what I mean by that, do you actually know how to take your money and invest your money and make your money grow over there? See, guys, that's the area that we're lacking in, that we're missing out on, especially with the changes to the tax codes. If we were investing in those same areas, Forex, futures, options, think about it. The politicians are doing it. Do you think they're changing the tax code to impact their bottom lines? No, is the answer to that question. They are not. So if you want to be protected, then you have to educate yourself so that you know what those things are, so that we now can be able to support ourselves. So in facing our finances, guys, I'm going to go back. I said I was going to keep it short and simple. So let me cut it off really quickly. To recap, you cannot change what you can't face, and you can't face what you don't know. So if you don't know where your money is going, if your money continues to be funny, you always running out of month before you running out of money before the end of the month. Then there's an opportunity for you now. You need to develop your financial confidence. See, this is what I did. These are the things that I'm doing for my family. These are the things that I'm using to build generational wealth so that I can now leave a legacy. Get back to the principle of leaving things for generations, right? How do I leave something for my children, for my son's children, right? Leaving generational wealth. So if you guys want to join us to develop your financial confidence, this is a free 4-day challenge that I'm giving you that you can now get in on. The email, the information will be emailed to you. It's actually courses and information that consists of audio, there's video, there's a workbook, there are things that you can now use to develop your strategy, because it's ultimately up to you guys. Like we say over and over and over, no one's coming to save you. We got to face our finances. We got to make sure we have the financial money mindset. We need accountability, we need consistency, and we need to educate ourselves. So in educating yourself, join bit.ly Financial Confidence Strategy, and that will be delivered to you. All right, thank you, Ms. Joe. Done.
Lynn with her financial minute of the day. Lynn, tell us the quote one more time, because I love this quote and I want us to finish out with it strong today.
Absolutely. Our greatest fear is not that we're inadequate, but our greatest fear is that we're more powerful beyond
measure.
Nelson Mandela.
Beyond measure. So you have, and a lot of us get caught up and we forget that we are that powerful person.
Right.
So we absolutely forget it all the time. So for your fearless thought of the day, so for Freebie Friday, Lynn and I are putting together a list of our books for you, some books that helped us. I got 2 today. One is The Battlefield of the Mind from Joyce Myers. When I left my abuser, that book really helped get me out of my depression. But this little book right here is called Many Habits by Stephen. Guys, let me tell you guys something. This book is so good, and it's easy to read. I know some people are like, JoJo, you never read books with pictures in it. That's my family joke. They was like, JoJo, you don't never read books with pictures in it. This book is easy to read, and it gives you very minute steps that you can do to change your life or to create habits that are going to change your life. And in here, he gives you 8 small steps to change. And I'm just going to give you 3 right fast. One is choose a mini habit or a plan for you. So in your life, if it's, I'm going to address my friendship issues, or I'm going to address, this thing that's been sitting here that I haven't addressed in a long time, I'm just going to let it go until, here's the thing, it's not going to go away.
Right.
Not on its own. I've tried that. It's never ever going to go away. And it's not going to go away in your finances, because you know what's going to happen. Your account's always going to be in the negative, and you're always looking at it, thinking about, oh my God, what happened? It's always going to be there. So choose today one thing you want to address, and then figure out why you want to address it. Why? What problem is it causing you? Get down to the root of it. Like, what is really causing you this problem, either in your life or your finances? Why are you? And here's my thing. If I'm the common denominator, I love to say this. If I'm the common denominator, meaning if I go, and this is my HR people talking now, if I go from job to job to job, Lynn, and I'm having the same problem at every job,
right,
I am the only thing in common with that job.
Yes.
If I go from bank to bank to bank to bank and
Yes.
telling them they always taking my money,
right,
I'm the only common denominator. So check yourself first. In this process, you got to check yourself first.
Now,
because if you don't, you're not going to fix the problem, because you may be the problem.
yes. Recognize.
So recognize, why do you want to achieve it? And then define your habit. Give yourself cues. Be very specific about when you're going to talk about it, when you're going to handle it. For me, I said, so when I went back to school to get my master's and PhD, I knew my schedule and I put it together. So I knew I picked up the kids. I got off at 5, picked up the kids. So whatever we was going to do at church, we were home by 7,
yes.
Gave the kids baths, spent time with them at 9. They were in bed. From 9 to 10, it was let me clean up the house, relax, do whatever I want to do. From 10 to 1, Lynn, I either did homework or I worked on myself, be it reading a book, or I was writing out on my little cards my quotes for the day and sticking them on my mirror, and I was saying them over and over till I had them memorized. I had a set schedule, but I had a cue. When the kids go to bed, JoJo, you know it's time to be on your stuff. So I knew my mind, when I put them to bed, that was going to be my next step. And I promise you,
yes.
It will become an easier habit once you put a routine to it. But you've got to realize what part you're playing in. Yes, we want to address everything around it, but if we are the common denominator in all of it, then we might want to check ourselves first.
Now.
So I'm thankful Thursday.
Yeah.
Let's be thankful that we don't need nobody else to check us. We can check ourselves. If I know I got a slick mouth at work, then I need to check my slick mouth. If I know I got an attitude with, my coworkers or my friends, then I need to check my attitude first. Right, Lynn?
Absolutely. You better check it. Check it, guys.
That's right.
Because it gets you in trouble.
That's right, Joe. Joe said you got to look at yourself first. What? We create our own problem?
Man,
boy,
in the
you
mirror,
better preach that.
Said it best. Man in the mirror.
Because let me tell you, I realized I was creating a lot of I'm over here stressed out over friendships. And I'm like, why am they clearly not stressed out. Clearly I am, because I'm not sleeping. I don't know how to have the conversation. But when I check myself, I realized I was the one. Again, they had no problem. I was the one creating the problem. So when I just check myself and my mind and my little mouth and my why of why it was stressing me out, then my life it got easier. I didn't have to be stressed out about stuff. Don't let people stress you out. Don't let your mama, your sister, your brother stress you out, because they can, because you love them so. And you want to do all you can to help them. Yes. And that's it, Travis.
Yes.
When I figured that out, boy, what? I set a standard.
Yes.
Go ahead, Liz.
That's right. I say you don't let them stress you out, and you don't let them do all these things to you, but you don't let them walk over you either. Don't mistake the kindness for a weakness, because we can get back with you now. Okay?
Don't make me. Hey, and that was the hard thing. People would walk all over me.
Yes.
Oh, JoJo's gonna let. But understand, I had to, when I realized I had to check people real quick. People were like, well, why are you talking to me like that? Oh, I'm not talking to you that. I'm just letting you know.
Right.
This here is the new standard. And like I said in a video before, once you present them with your new standards, they have no choice but to accept them. If they don't accept them, then they're free to go somewhere else. And guess what? Your life is going to be so much better, so much easier. And here's the thing. People are, it's so, and this is my favorite word, it's so hard. Okay, I may cry, and I tell my kids, when we're making hard decisions, it's okay, you get upset. Let's cry today, because tomorrow we ain't got time for that.
Right.
And I would tell people, and this is my HR side, I fired this little girl who had 5 kids. And she was, Miss Joe, what I'm going to do? I said, baby, what you're going to do, you can cry today. But you got 5 children. Tomorrow you're going to get up and go down to McDonald's and ask for them for a job because you done learned your lesson here. So now that you've learned that lesson, take it somewhere else and apply what you've learned. You know, you can't, what you were doing here didn't work. So you need to change that and take it somewhere else. So it's perfectly okay to cry, be upset, be in your feelings. You're supposed to do that because that's a kind of a cleansing thing. Handle that. And then your next step is to get over it.
Exactly.
Because it can last always. All right, guys, I'm off my soapbox for this morning.
Well, that was a good
But
soapbox.
check out this book, Many Habits by Steve, guys. It's a small book. Maybe, it's like 100 pages long. It is great, great, great. And check out his 8 small steps to change. And then for our Freebie Friday tomorrow, we are giving a list of our favorite books away that helped us from the get-go till now, and some that we still reread today.
Absolutely, absolutely. So guys, don't forget to face your finances today. Get your money mindset. The F is financial money mindset. The A is accountability. C is consistency, and E is to educate yourself. By educating yourself, you get that Freebie Friday tomorrow. Get those books. Yes. Start reading them. If you're not an avid reader, that's okay. Get the audio version. Listen to the book while you driving to work, while you're going back and forth in the day-to-day things that you do. Do something productive in your car, right?
Yes.
Music is good for you, but listen to those things. You can't pick another call off with a dead battery. Stay around positive.
You gotta stay around
positive. Boy, you better say that.
I love my cousin. Say it, Cousin Joe. That's a Park City thing right there.
No.
You've got to stay around positive people. What's going to happen, Joe, if you don't? You're going to be broke, disgusted, sitting there complaining right with them for the rest of your life. And then you're going to wonder, this ain't how I wanted my life to look. Well, look today, look around you. What are the people around you doing? Again, if you're the common denominator, remove yourself. Your group is going to thank you for it later. They need somebody to motivate them. It might as well be you. Your greatest fear is what, Lynn?
Your greatest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our greatest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure.
Beyond measure. Today, you are powerful beyond measure, my friends. More powerful than you could ever imagine. Go live in that power today. Stand in it. Just accept it. You were made to be a superstar. That's just it.
Yeah.
So, all right, Lee, give them the link for the 4-day challenge again. And y'all, we're going to close out again. We went over, but hey, it's okay. We're going to work on that for the new year. We're going to work on getting our schedule down to 15 minutes.
Yes, that's our new thing. 15 minutes only. We need a timer. We need Facebook to invent a timer to pop up on the screen that we can set.
Yeah.
But to get into the challenge, the 4 days, develop your financial confidence strategy. You go to bit.ly/financial confidence strategy. The F is capitalized in financial. The C is capitalized in confidence, and the S is capitalized in strategy. It's a free 4-day challenge, guys. There are no excuses. You don't have to worry about your finances. You can't say, Lynn, I'm broke. It's free. All you got to do is get it and do the work. It's free. You get the audio, you get some videos, you get the workbook. It walks you through the things that you need to do. Once you walk through those things, guys, it just sets you up but you got to face it. And if you don't know your numbers, how you going to do anything about it? So go to bit.ly/financial confidence strategy. All right.
And then we will post the link inside so that you can make sure you check it out. Also join the Be Fearless journey at BAFearless.com. That's BE, the letter A, fearless.com, so that you can keep up with us as we go on this fearless journey together. Because the main goal is that we educate people and help people so you don't have to struggle and go through the same things we went through in your life and in your finances, because they do go hand in hand. I'm not a counselor by any means. I'm not any of those things, but I can tell you, I know what living in crazy is like, and I know how to stop living in crazy. So I encourage you to join us on the Fearless Morning Show. Join us on the Be Fearless journey. And that's BE, the letter A, fearless.com. You can find me on all social media. I'm the only Young Mitra JoJo out there. There's only one JoJo out here. So even though people have that name. So I encourage you to join us and follow us. And then we will be back tomorrow morning for Freebie Friday. And it's the end of the week. And then we'll be trying our best to stick to this 15-minute schedule, y'all. We try really hard.
We do. We try hard. But this is the other thing. Tomorrow I'll be driving. I'll be traveling. So you'll hear me. You won't see me. I'm not going to do it like I did last time, because I almost had too many accidents and I missed my street. I value my life. And I'm sure my family loves having mommy and wifey around. So you will not see me in the morning, but you will hear me. And I just wanted to let you all know that. And thank you as well. You have a blessed day and a productive day as well, Ms. Tashana and everyone else. Thank you guys for posting, for being here, for liking, for sharing, for doing you. Remember, this is about giving hope. That's our motto. We help one person every day. We hope to help many people, because if we help one you help somebody and they pass it on. Right? It goes on forever. So we just thank you. We thank you. And just know that we truly love you. That's why we do this. It's not about Lynn. It's not about JoJo. We say this all the time. It's about our community. It's time out for this crabs in the bucket mentality. We need to come up and come up together and come up strong and come up proud. Guys, okay, I'm going to stop. This 15 minutes. That's all we said, 15 minutes. 15 minutes. So I'm going to stop. I'm bringing it on.
It's hard because we get excited. We just want the best for you guys. All right. We will see you bright and early in the morning. 7:15. That's why we get up and do what we do. Bright and early in the morning. And my kids are like, Ma, do you have to yell? Yes, I have to yell. Yes, I do, because I'm loud. And that's okay.
Right.
I'm loud. All right. Thank you, everybody that joined in, for sharing. Make sure you continue to share the video, and we will see you guys bright and early in the morning. And you guys have a great and thankful Thursday.
Yes. Signing off.
Have a good one. Bye.